Penis.
That was pretty good one. Who did that?
Death by Toast. Which sounds delicious.
Yeah. I liked the song more before I knew his name.
I haven't even looked at his profile. You know, normally I give these people's profiles without even looking to see, you know.
You don't even give him your award or anything?
No.
Dick.
I guess I should. That's probably a good idea. Death by Toast, you're the first one.
You got about 50 to retroactively reward.
Well, they better make another one that's good enough to get on the podcast. I think a few of them may have gotten the award. Like, whenever I remember to, I'll give them one.
Yeah, okay.
But I forget a lot.
You just
Don't judge me.
Making shit up as you go.
So how you guys doing?
Good, dude. How are you doing?
We're down a person. It's just Gus, Jeff, and Jack today.
Hello.
Where's the rest of the office, dude?
I don't know. Everyone's been, like, missing most of the day. Like, someone will show up and then they'll leave, and then someone else will show up and leave.
I saw Burnie for about 10 seconds, and then he vanished.
How did he look?
He looked good. He looked rested. He was wearing a pink shirt.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was.
I think they were all in meetings regarding our new building this morning.
He had a pink shirt tucked into jeans. I think it was like a polo, though.
All right, I think it's time for an intervention.
I thought his wife dresses him.
I'll have to pull him aside after this podcast.
One cool thing that happened to me this morning, as I was walking into the office, the mail guy was there. He had a big box, and he's like, oh, you have a key, obviously you work here. I was like, yeah, and so I signed for it. We get it upstairs. It's a box full of alcohol.
Before you go any further, what I'm getting from this story is if you hang out around the front of our building with a set of keys, UPS or FedEx will just drop anything off.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well,
so, anyway, inside the box...
I'm going to go hang out in front of the Apple store later
today
with some keys.
Inside the box was some alcohol, some Duvel alcohol from a friend of ours. This is Creo, Kreo. He says... what is it? To Jack and Jeff, this is a sample of real beer, not the dishwater you are used to. Little smiley face. So, thank you, Creo.
I didn't realize you guys drank dishwater. That's gross.
Yeah, it's delicious.
I think he's from Belgium, is that right?
Yeah, this is from Belgian shop.
So you got on my case for not giving people who submit a theme song my award. Have you given the person who sent you alcohol your award yet?
I just walked in the building, dude.
That's true.
Is his username on there?
You were here to open it earlier.
I don't know.
And then I had to leave.
Well, I don't know.
Stuff.
I've got his full name here. I don't want to give his real name out, but Kreo is what he signed.
Yeah, that's his.
All right. Well, I'm gonna award the shit out of that guy.
I'm giving you shit because I'm looking at his
him?
profile. Right, that's
yeah, give him my award.
All right, there we go. Yeah, I give him my award.
Fuck you. What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
Oh, that's right. So anyway, thank you very much. I appreciate it. He also said, hopefully this will help the healing process of your recent theft. So thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Dude, Creo, that was awesome. And for the record, when Gus and I went to Belgium and the Netherlands last year for an event.
I didn't go.
I'm sorry, Burnie and I. You guys look so much alike. Burnie and I went to Belgium and the Netherlands last year for an event. From what I can remember of that event, a lot of it involved Duvel. It's a really, really good beer. Yeah.
But we got like a box, too, that has 2 beers and like a glass. So that's very, very cool.
I will drink any alcohol that's sent. I don't do. There's no check. I don't check to see if it's been opened, if there's any kind of seal. If alcohol arrives at the office, I will drink first and ask questions later.
It's just in a mason jar.
That's gonna be my new phrase. Drink first, ask questions later.
So the way to get you a roofie is obviously just to put it in any kind of liquor and you'll drink it, no questions asked.
What I'm getting at is Creo was onto something, sending us free booze.
Yeah.
If game companies aren't going to send us free video games, which seems to be the story of our fucking lives, as that's how we started Drunk Gamers, at least we can continue to get the free booze.
There we go. So that's a good way to start off the morning.
It's a great way to start off the morning. Drunk.
So, what's going on this week with games? Y'all did an AWU in the middle of the street on Monday.
Oh, yeah.
We did. Yeah, people thought it was green screened or fake.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a lot of that I read. And a lot of people also said, wow, you guys are in Texas.
Yeah.
And then a lot of other people said, is that the Capitol? And then a bunch of other people said, no, idiot, that just looks like the Capitol. That's actually the Capitol.
That's City Hall.
Oh, I love the internet.
We came into work on Monday. It was Memorial Day, and they had
blocked
Congress
off the freaking
Avenue
road
closed. Yeah, which is the main thoroughfare through downtown.
Yeah, I found that by accident when I was coming in. I come from west towards our office, and Jeff comes east, and I have to cross Congress to get onto it, and they had shut down Congress all the way up to UT.
I had a hard time last year. Like, I stood there at the intersection of 7th and Congress for about 5 minutes waiting for a break in bicyclists so that I could cross and get to the office.
Yeah, that happened to me last weekend in my neighborhood, actually. But so anyway, we saw that the street was closed down for bicyclists, and once the race was over, the street was still closed.
Yeah.
And Jack and I went and talked to a cop. We asked him if we could film in the middle of the street, and he goes, I don't give a fuck.
He goes, I don't care. I just don't make sure don't get me on camera. And I was like, all right, no problem.
And so then we did it.
Yeah.
And we actually finished as they were opening the road, and there were cars barreling down towards us.
Like literally, I picked up the camera and tripod as a car was coming up the street at us.
A car that was not slowing down.
It was pretty awesome. It looked cool.
Yeah, it did. It looked fake.
Yeah, it's totally fake, totally green screen. Which, now you should green screen it all the time.
That's true.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
We have the technology.
As far as what's going on in games this week, I don't know. We've been playing a lot of Skate 3, finding stuff to do in that, and Red Dead Redemption, of course. Still wrapping up Alan Wake.
We've had a few brainstorms of new stuff we're going to work on.
Great ideas that as soon as this podcast is over, i.e., let's wrap this guy up quick. I want to test some stuff out for some new videos I want to do. How about you, Gus? What do you got going on?
You know, I've been playing Red Dead Redemption, and I just can't get into it, man. I don't know if it's a problem with me not liking sandbox games or something, but it's just fucking boring to me.
Maybe it's that you're running around in territory that used to belong to your people.
Maybe. Like, I don't know if it's me in sandbox games. Like, I kind of had a similar problem with Grand Theft Auto 4, where I just got bored by the game, and nothing really grabbed me. But there are some sandbox games I liked. Like, I liked the Saboteur okay.
Did you beat it?
Yeah, I beat the Saboteur.
Huh.
Like, it was enough to hold my attention throughout the entire game. But this one, like, I'm like 7 hours in, and it's just...
You know what it is? I know exactly why you like the Saboteur. It's a good game, by the way. I liked it, too. I don't mean to sound like I'm fanning it.
Was it the boobs?
No. Well, that didn't hurt. But you like World War II a lot.
I do like World War II.
And you were probably... The World War II aspect of the game probably carried you through it by itself.
That's true. I'm not a huge Western fan. I like, spaghetti Westerns. Good, well enough, I guess, but...
As long as I've known you, you've been really big into World War II.
Interesting idea.
Yeah.
Other than that, also when I picked up Red Dead Redemption, I don't think I mentioned this in the last podcast, I couldn't find it at any store near my house, so I had to drive across Austin to a Best Buy on the other side of town that I saw had it in stock. So I went and bought it, drove all the way back across Austin back home, and when I got home, I opened the box, and it was fucking empty.
I can't believe that.
There was no disc in it, and it was still shrink wrapped and everything.
Did you convince them to
so then
take it back?
It was already after 9 p.m. They were closed. So I had to wait till the next day. Then I had to go back to the store, and I walk into the store. You know, they have like the security guy at the front for shoplifters. I walk in. I'm like, hey, I need to, return this. And he goes, what? You beat the game already? And I was like, no, there was no game in there. He's like, oh man, that's fucked up.
So they took it at face value, huh? They didn't give you any shit.
They just swapped it out.
Nice.
That's cool.
But luckily, at the same time, what I was going to say is, I finally managed to find a copy of Tropico 3 at that Best Buy when I bought Red Dead Redemption, and I've really been enjoying Tropico 3.
Oh yeah, so you're liking it?
Yeah. I'm glad I bought Tropico 3 at the same time as Red Dead Redemption because Red Dead Redemption is so boring. After 30 minutes, I normally turn it off and then put Tropico 3 in and play that for like 2 or 3 hours.
Probably the only person in the world who is right now choosing to play Tropico 3 over Red Dead Redemption.
It's so fun.
It's a badge of honor for you, buddy.
God.
You're an individual.
It was only $50 too.
What, Tropico?
Yeah.
I told you there was DLC that just came out for Tropico. It was PC only. I apologize.
They came out on the PC last year, I think.
Oh, yeah.
When that game came out on the Xbox, we couldn't find it anywhere. It was so fucking weird.
Yeah, it was kind of like that 3D Dot Game Heroes game. We couldn't find it anywhere.
Yeah, couldn't find that. And then weren't you looking for like a Dynasty Warriors game?
Yeah, Dynasty Warriors Strike Force 2 or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's so weird.
Yeah, you'd figure like games would, just, all right, Tuesday, it's new game day. But nope, they don't show up.
Mm-hmm. I would assume that if you were going to release a game, you would actually release it into stores.
Yeah, that'd be the idea, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we even looked for like 3D Dot Game Heroes and back in Tropico 3 when it came out, we even looked for them like in GameStops.
Yeah.
Like using the in-store finder on their website, and there were none within 100 miles of Austin.
Yeah, it's like, have you pre-ordered? No. Well, you got to pre-order.
Ugh.
Frustrating.
Did you hear the story about the dude who spent 6 months plotting the murder of his rival in Counter-Strike?
Yeah, we mentioned that on AWU.
Yeah,
we got it wrong too because he didn't actually kill the guy.
Yeah, he stabbed him like an inch from his heart. Is what I read.
Yeah,
and the guy lived.
I read somewhere later that the guy died in the hospital. Is that not true?
Well, the story I read on Kotaku said that he did not die. I'm
Okay.
sorry, and that linked to the story on thetelegraph.co.uk. Said he lived.
That guy must have really liked Counter-Strike or hated it.
He was only jailed for 2 years for causing grievous bodily harm.
Really?
Yeah.
You hear about?
He spent 6 months plotting a crime that he went to jail for 2 years for.
Wow.
Hey, I did something Monday night that's kind of surreal. Was it Monday or it might have been Sunday night?
It was Sunday night. Hey, before you jump into that, can I tell one story that matches Gus's story?
Sure, go ahead.
Did you hear about the MMA fighter who ripped out his training partner's heart?
Yes.
Cut his chest open, pulled out his heart, his eyes, and his tongue because he was on a mushroom-induced trip.
He also cooked certain body parts because he was convinced that the devil was in those body parts and he needed to get it out.
That's bizarre. What do you do if you're a cop and you walk into that scene? Like,
apparently the guys were also friends.
What kind of mushrooms were those?
I think they were
the best ones, obviously.
button mushrooms from the grocery store.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the white ones you normally put in like pasta sauce and stuff.
Right. I mean,
oh, gosh.
You know, I've never done mushrooms or anything in my life. But if I had, at some point, I certainly wouldn't have had that experience. I'm pretty sure.
Man, I wonder, like, if, you know, the guy was an MMA fighter, I wonder if he was doing, like, steroids or any other drugs at the same time. That
It had to be some sort of
weird,
cocktail, right?
Yeah, weird bad side effect.
Good
Or
God.
the dude could have just been fucking crazy.
Worst side effect.
True.
All right. Continue, Jeff.
Oh, okay. So Sunday, I had this kind of surreal experience. As you know, as it's been much lauded via my wife's profile, we finished our chicken coop Sunday.
Yay.
To great applause. It was a big deal for us. And
Congratulations.
we decided to cool off because it was 1,000 fucking degrees in Texas by going night swimming at Barton Springs, which is a local freshwater spring that's kind of in the heart of downtown. It's really cool. It's like in the middle of a park, and you can go swimming in it. For people that haven't been in Austin, and you look up and you just see the cityscape right in front of you. It's a really cool experience. And they, every night from 9 to 10 before they close, they just have free swimming, and anybody can just go in and swim for free in the dark. And so we were planning to do that, and I got a call from Burnie, who was in Vancouver at Can West, which, by the way, he's not here to talk about it, but he assured me that it was one of the best events we've ever had. Said that they had a fantastic time with everybody, and that it's like in his top 5 favorite events.
Wow, that's great.
Sweet.
Yeah, he and Matt had a blast apparently. So thanks to all the Can West guys for showing him a good time. But so anyway, I get this call from Burnie. He goes, "Hey, Ed from the Bare Naked Ladies is in town for a show. He was wondering what we were doing." And I was like, "Oh, well, I'm on my way to go swimming." And Burnie goes, "That's great. He'll go." I was like, "Okay." 5 minutes later, I get a call from Ed, and he's like, "Pick me up at this barbecue restaurant. I'm gonna go swimming with you." So I did, and it was very surreal.
It was Lambert's. I mean,
It was
talked
Lambert's.
About
We talk about
food, so.
yeah, Lambert's gourmet barbecue, fantastic. They have a coffee crusted brisket that's smoked for like 20 hours.
Jesus Christ.
It's unbelievable, and they have these green chili grits. Oh my god, dude, you've got to try the green chili grits.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, seriously. But anyway, back to that. So I just showed up at this Lambert's, and Ed and Jim, who I had never had the pleasure of meeting before,
Jim's the bass player.
Yeah, we're there ready to go, and so we got to go on this really weird swimming excursion with the Bare Naked Ladies. And to give you an idea of what real fame is like, it's dark. We're hanging out. By the way, Ed was addicted to the diving board. That guy must have dived like 50 times. Flips, gainers, the whole deal. He was like, there were all these kids there. He was getting into competitions with them to see who could dive the highest and the best. And that guy's funny. But we're in there, and in the water, in the dark, some dude swims up to Jim and is like, "What's up? You're Jim from the Bare Naked Ladies." I wonder what that must be like. That's gotta be crazy to have that level of fame where like your neck is above the water and it's dark, and some dude from 30 feet away can still spot you.
Yeah.
And recognize you.
crazy.
And you're also how many thousands of miles are you away from home?
Yeah, you're in a different country.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Anyway, then we went to Spider House and had some drinks, and that was really fun. And those were very, very nice guys, and it was really cool. It was a pleasant surprise.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, it was good. I would have called you, but you're a hermit.
Yeah,
I think I did call you, actually, or my wife did.
No, you didn't.
Oh, you know, I told her not to because I told her not to bother because you wouldn't want to go.
I probably wouldn't have gone. I think I was probably working on setting up that computer and doing other shit here anyway.
Yeah.
Where's my call, Dick? I was playing poker that night, actually.
Well, you were playing poker.
You didn't call, though.
Everyone knew you were playing poker, Jack. That's
Come on.
well
I was working off a hangover and playing poker.
And then the next night, you got to go to their concert and have
Yeah.
a good time.
Yeah.
Right, it was
Ed
very
left.
fun.
Ed left us some tickets. I had a date with your wife. It was nice.
I trust you kept your hands to yourself.
Sure. Wink.
Oh.
And then afterwards, got to go backstage and just shake his hand and say thank you. That was cool. I mean, I briefly had met him that morning when he came up to the office to say hey, and then I was like, yeah, I had to represent. Griffin and I represented the office.
Those dudes, I mean, I know Canadians in general are nice. Like, you never meet a Canadian and go, what a dick. You know, every time you meet a Canadian, you're like, well, that guy was just a little bit too nice.
Yeah.
I can think of one or two.
Oh, well. But they're nice even for Canadians. Those are just some pleasant dudes.
Yeah, they're real nice.
I guess having the adulation of, every woman in the world probably keeps you in a good mood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we were talking about like Red versus Blue and stuff like that, and Ed said he likes watching the shorts, and he said the last one of his favorite was the Gus one with the eyebrows vanishing, the stealing the beard, saving face. Yeah. So he was a big fan.
I would have gone with the beard vanishing versus the eyebrows vanishing. But I guess that works too.
That last shot of you with no eyebrows is creepy as hell.
Yeah, it is.
I keep waiting for you to fall asleep at your desk at work one day so I can recreate it.
Man, I had a blast filming that most recent short that we did with Macy.
Oh god, that was hilarious,
dude. Can I tell you? I didn't get a chance to tell you this, and now it's going to seem disingenuous because we're doing it on a public forum. I thought that was your best acting performance to date.
Thanks. I was pretty happy with it too.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I thought I watched it in bed that night, and as soon as Matt posted it, and I watched it 3 times. I really enjoyed it. I thought you did a great job.
It was a team effort. It was collaborative.
No,
no, it was a great. I think it was one of our smoothest shoots. It went very quickly.
Yeah, a lot of first takes.
Yeah, we did a lot of one takes.
That's
like
awesome.
Just reading through the whole script with different coverage.
That's cool.
It was good. And then
Yeah, it turned out well.
Griffin did a great job on Macy's mermaid outfit.
Oh yeah, she kind of pulled that together at the last minute.
Yeah, it looked good.
Yeah, I thought it turned out really well. I'm excited to see what's next.
Let's applaud more of our projects.
Well, for the record, I'm not applauding the project or the company, just you.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah,
great.
I give a shit about anybody else.
Thank you.
Your computer's going to work now.
Hey. Hey, I see what you've got on your screen there, and I'm excited about it. Do you think it's true?
Oh yeah, I saw that this morning.
I guess there's a rumor that Hulu is going to come to the Xbox 360 as a paid service, which would be pretty awesome as long as the price isn't too high.
Dude, I would pay for that for sure.
How much would you pay?
$10 a month.
I'd pay $5.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I watch more Hulu than anything else, probably.
I don't watch too much Hulu, but it's just more side effect of I don't want to have to go through the trouble of plugging my laptop into my TV and getting that all set up. I'd pay $5 a month to just circumvent that and go through the 360.
The one thing that would be that would be kind of annoying, and this is going to sound I'm entering into Gus level laziness now. I find it already to be kind of annoying to have to go to see some of my stuff in the Zune Marketplace and then back out and see other stuff in Netflix. If I have a third portal to go through, then I'm...
I can't believe you're that lazy, but you got mad at me for wanting a multi-disc changer on my 360.
Hey, dude, I'm a hypocrite.
That is way worse.
What can I say? But because you can't remember where shit is and stuff. But no, I'd pay $10 a month for Hulu. Especially, I would think that if they started a paid service, maybe that the catalog would expand a little bit eventually.
That'd be good. If there was an expanded catalog, I'd be inclined to pay a little more.
Like, for instance, the other day I went to watch the season finale of Project Runway because I had forgotten to watch it, and they had just removed it.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's not like they removed it because the new season was coming or anything. They just removed it. It was just gone.
Right.
I wish they could stuff up a little bit quicker, too. Like, I remember when I was in LA, I was watching Daily Show on my laptop, but I have to wait the next day to see the previous night's episode.
I think they got rid of Daily Show on Hulu, didn't they?
Did they?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they pulled it
I'll
a
check.
while back. You can watch it on dailyshow.com now.
I'm sure there's a certain, there's obviously, they have to wait a certain amount of time for the show to air everywhere. Like, they have to wait till after it airs in Hawaii, for example.
Right,
before they can, even think about posting it. But yeah, the way the catalog is now, I think I'd be willing to pay $5 a month. If they expanded it a bit, I could see paying 10.
Well, it looks like Daily Show's still on there.
Is it?
I think so.
So can you go to full episodes? I remember reading an article about it.
Of course, we should once again reemphasize that this is just rumor and not actually.
No, yeah. The
announced or
Hulu
anything.
thing's a rumor.
Conjecture.
The image, though, they have, though, looks very, very real. Whoever made that did a good job.
Oh, yeah. It's just a Photoshop, right?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure it is.
Well, I guess we'll find out in 2 weeks.
Yeah, here's episode from June 1st from, was it yesterday, actually?
Did you see that? I guess AT&T's rolling out new data plans for the iPhone.
I have
and
no
iPad.
idea where I fit in that. I guarantee you I use more than 200 megs a month, but I don't think I use 200 gig or 2 gigs.
Right, you can actually log into the AT&T website. That's what I did when I read this, and see your data usage for the past 6 months.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Can you do it on your phone through the AT&T app?
For the app, I think you could see your usage on individual bills, but like on the website, you can see an actual chart.
Okay.
I think over the past 6 months, I use on average about 400 megs a month.
Okay.
And I looked at my wife's plan, and she uses between 60 and 80 megs a month.
So you would save potentially $25 a month between the two of you.
20.
20.
15 for her, and then 5 for
you.
me.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. So I think I'm totally going to do it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So if you don't want to do it, I thought it was forced. Like,
No.
you can stick with your current plan.
You can stick with your current unlimited plan. The downside is,
Oh, what are people complaining about?
well, it's more
They're
expensive.
going to bump the price up.
The downside is with that current. If you stay with the current unlimited plan, you cannot add tethering to that, and they're rolling these new plans out along with tethering.
Oh,
so if you want, you can get you can add tethering onto the 2 gig a month plan for $25 a month plus another 20 for tethering.
tethering doesn't seem like something I would use.
Wait, so you add 20 a month for tethering, but you don't get any more data?
No.
Well, that's just a ripoff.
And then if you want I forget what the overage fee is. If you get an extra gig a month, is another $10.
So AT&T is determined to piss off all of their customers, right?
I read that 98% of the customers will save $15 a month. So I think they're insistent on making their customers happy.
In this press release, it says that 65% of its customers use less than 200 megs a month, and 98% use less than 2 gigs. Like, even if I added tethering, if I use 400 megs a month on my iPhone as it is now, it still leaves me 1.6 gigs a month to use if I wanted to tether.
And you're still saving money.
Right.
Yeah.
No, because you have to add tethering on.
Yeah.
But it's something I would only use like in an emergency.
Yeah. How many people are going to use tethering? It's going to be one of those things where if we're going to be in a situation where we need it, and then we'll just call AT&T and get it added for 1 month, and then we're done. But you're not going to use tethering on a regular basis.
No, I don't imagine it would be, a very good experience anyway.
Yeah. So it sounds to me like AT&T's awesome and saving us all money.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. I don't have a problem.
If anybody at AT&T would like to send me some free beer.
I see also that they're doing something similar with the iPad. Instead of having $30 a month unlimited, they're going to have a $25 a month 2 gig plan for the 3G iPad.
I could see hitting that on an iPad pretty quickly.
You think so?
We download a lot of movies and stuff, potentially.
Yeah, but you could do a lot of that over Wi-Fi.
You could, yeah. That's true.
So we'll see. It's cool that finally a year late they're rolling tethering out.
When does this happen?
I think speculation is that it's starting June 7th, which is next Monday.
Next Monday, I'll be at a hockey game on the glass. I'm excited about that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the Texas Stars are local. The Dallas Stars farm team that it plays here in Cedar Park, just north of Austin, made it to the finals of their league. And so the 3 home games, I got tickets on the glass. I paid for them. So
well, that's pretty
I'll
cool.
be beating on the glass and drinking beer and yelling at Canadians.
Are they playing Canadians?
And actually, no, they're playing it's Hershey, Pennsylvania's team.
So why would you be yelling at Canadians?
Because
then?
the majority of the players are Canadian.
Oh.
So
well, that makes a hell of a lot more sense.
Yeah.
So did you see that story this morning, I guess, about the new J.J. Abrams produced TV show that's coming out this fall?
No.
Is it a remake of Alias?
No.
Did you read that?
No.
They're talking about, ABC's talking about doing an Alias reboot.
Really?
Redoing the new series with a younger, not Jennifer Garner, but a new young girl, and pulling out all that Rambaldi shit. They blame that stuff on, like, bogging the series down, and so they're like...
God. Alias... You've never seen Alias, have you?
I watched the first episode. I thought it was terrible.
I've never watched it.
Alias is really good. The first season and a half or so was really good, and then it fucking falls apart. It falls apart terribly, and you think, this can't get any worse. And then by like season 4, it's like, this is the worst thing ever.
Yeah. Well, it's...
That'd be interesting. I'd watch that, I think, if they rebooted it and started over and kept it true to what made it good originally.
Yeah, well, maybe it'll happen then. What's this thing
like
you got going here?
As long as they stay focused on like the whole SD6 thing, and that's okay. Anyway. I guess the new series is called Undercovers, and it's called, or they say it's a heart-to-heart type spy series.
Dude, Heart to Heart was one of my favorite shows.
I knew you were going to perk up at that.
Oh man, that's exciting! A Heart to Heart spy series kind of thing.
Yeah,
like Scarecrow and Mrs. King.
So it'll be out Wednesdays at 8 p.m.
or
on
Hardcastle and McCormick, or Remington Steele, or Moonlighting, or
yes, all your favorite
Matt
80s shows.
Houston.
It's exactly like all of those.
Simon and Simon. The 80s were great for that kind of thing, dude. That's really exciting. Magnum PI.
Well, they only mention Heart to Heart in this article, okay. So I don't think it's going to be like any of those other ones.
Well, Heart to Heart and Scarecrow and Mrs. King were like the same show, so.
Mm-hmm. So that sounds pretty cool.
Cool.
Yeah, that sounds really cool. I'm looking forward to that. There's nobody attached to it yet, is there?
There's some people I've never heard of. Boris Kodjo.
Dude, I love Boris Kodjo.
And Gugu Mbatha Raw.
Oh, she sucks. Or he sucks.
Gugu Mbatha Raw?
Yeah.
Huh. Did you hear Patrick Stewart got knighted?
Did he really?
Yeah, he got knighted by the Queen in Buckingham Palace. So he's Sir Jean-Luc Picard.
That's pretty
Sir
awesome.
Captain Jean-Luc Picard.
I read somewhere the other day that Donald Glover, the guy from Mystery Team and
Community.
Yeah.
Community,
Don Glover.
yeah, and Derek Comedy has started an online petition to get a audition for Spider-Man.
Yep.
For the reboot to be Peter Parker.
Donald
Which
for
is
Spider-Man.com.
a brilliant move by that kid, I think.
Yeah.
I hope that works out for him. He's a funny guy.
That's fucking funny.
I don't really like that Community show, but every time I do watch it, he's the funny person on it. So,
Yeah.
I hope he
definitely,
gets the job.
it's definitely not Chevy Chase.
No.
No, him and the character Abed, the two of those guys together they're a pretty good couple.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
They're friends on the show.
You know, I saw. I don't know why Chevy Chase made me think about this, but last night on Netflix streaming, I saw they had the Comedy Central roast of Bob Saget, and I watched that.
Was it edited for TV? Was it edited for TV or?
No, it was the uncensored version.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because those things uncensored are like 3.5 hours long.
Well, this one was uncensored, and they called it uncut, but it was only 65 minutes.
Yeah, yes.
So I assume I assume it was longer than the version they showed on TV, but it still wasn't the full thing.
Right.
Dude, they're showing like a lot more stuff like that on Comedy Central late at night. Like I caught it's starting at 1 a.m. on Monday. They were showing Still Waiting, the sequel to the movie Waiting.
Yeah.
Where they open up like the Hooters next door or whatever. And it was completely uncut. I mean, like cursing, everything like that, like camel toes and everything.
Yeah, that's got me wondering.
Camel toe.
That's got me wondering about Always Sunny because it's going to start on Comedy Central soon.
Yeah,
and
it started
there is
this week.
A tremendous amount of bad language in that show.
Yeah,
like they say shit like every 4 seconds in that show. I'm interested to see if Comedy Central airs that stuff.
I think
they bleep it.
It airs at 9, I think. So it airs so 9 Central at least, so 10 Eastern. I think at that point they can use curse
Safe
words.
harbor. Maybe.
Yeah, because like South Park has done it a few times, and I think once you cross that 9 o'clock timeline,
it is about time we loosen up those restrictions on television, man. That is ridiculous.
No boobs, but you can curse all you want.
Speaking of restrictions, I got kind of pissed off on Sunday.
Uh-oh.
Why can't I buy booze on Sunday?
Because you're in Texas.
You can buy beer and wine afternoon as long as the alcohol content isn't too high.
Why is the liquor store closed on Sunday? And why can't I buy liquor after 9 p.m.?
It's retarded, dude.
It's so stupid. Like, what do we have to do to get that changed? Do I have to write my representative here?
You're going to have to wait 100 years probably before that gets changed.
That's a Christian thing.
I guarantee you it's a religious thing and or a holdover from that kind of stuff. And I guarantee there's nobody lobbying for it to change.
I know, and that's what I started thinking. It's like, I bet there's absolutely no lobby. Like, no one wants to be the dickhead that introduces that legislation, right?
Why not?
Because then they'll just get torn apart by the opposition. They have no one on their side.
We could do the tea party, except it'd be like the booze party.
Yeah, like what's the argument? We deserve to get drunk at more convenient times.
Yeah.
Like, that's going to be so easy to pick apart.
Well, heaven forbid you buy alcohol on the weekend. That's dumb.
Besides,
Anyway, I got really upset about it.
you should be in church on Sunday anyway, right?
Look who just showed up.
Oh, no.
It's Burnie in his pink shirt.
Or you could just move to California where you can buy alcohol at a preschool at 3 a.m. if you want to.
It's more of a salmon shirt, actually.
And now he's gone.
Is that it?
Right.
Thanks for joining us, Burnie.
Just wanted to show off that dapper shirt of his.
Yeah.
I read this article the other day on the Popular Science website that I guess Japan is planning to build a moon base by 2020 that's inhabited by autonomous robots.
Sweet.
So they're going to have this moon base that's filled with robots that are working without, humans directing them to like mine rock and send it back on rockets aimed at Earth.
Dude, that's a John Carpenter movie waiting to
Yeah,
happen.
that sounds like a horror movie.
That's awesome. Somebody call Ridley Scott.
What's up, Bernie?
I walked in and the first thing I heard was autonomous robots.
It's your kind of podcast.
I like it.
How you been doing? We've been talking about how busy you are with meetings and stuff all day.
Yeah, it's been kind of crazy between production and the new office. It's been kind of nutty.
Can you talk about the new office? I'm sure people would be interested in hearing.
Yeah, the new office might sue us. Yeah, we got a building down just south of here. Right now, we're in the middle of downtown Austin, and every time we want to shoot in our conference room, we have to wait for the buses to go by. So we're getting a little bit better studio for us to operate in.
Luckily, at the new office, we just have to wait for the ambulances to go by.
Is all
Fire
the
trucks.
is all the flame retardant stuff on the walls now? What is that stuff? Foam?
we call it flame challenged. We're trying to be more PC. No, we've been. I want to preface what I'm about to say with: I love the city of Austin and the people who work in the permitting office. However, it's been kind of a fight when Austin is a very green town. When you're trying to buy a building and move a business into it, which I think would be a good thing in this economy.
Yeah.
Am I right in thinking that, Jeff?
I would think that, certainly.
I don't read a lot of papers, but the ones I read do say the economy
pro-business.
could use a little punch. And here we are about trying to move into a building, and the city of Austin wants to hold us up because of a lack of a bike rack.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
They didn't want to hold us up. They actually did hold it up.
Yeah, they did. They pushed our closing off by a week because there wasn't a bike rack installed.
Let's show them. Let's all ride our bikes.
For a non-retail store, or for a non-retail building, for like 8 dudes who all refuse to ride bicycles.
Who all work on computers, and it's August in Texas. I wouldn't ride a bike around my house in Texas in August. But so we're just kind of dealing with all that stuff, and we're doing a lot of what they call build out, and we're just making it our space.
It is a nice bike rack, I will say. I saw it.
What? I should hope so. I'm glad we didn't have to pay for it. The previous owner of the building had to pay for it. So, but we're dealing with a whole new set of things. So it's fun, but it just takes a lot of meetings. And I get to wear a hard hat and hold up architectural plans and go, that kind of thing. But it's fun.
Hey, you missed this earlier in the podcast. I'm just going to go over it real fast to get you up to speed. Someone sent Jeff and Jack beer from Belgium.
Yeah, I actually already saw it. It's the first thing I saw when I walked in here this morning was the Duvel gift set.
Remember, it's in response we were talking about, I don't know why we were talking about European beer a couple weeks ago.
We might have been talking about that night where that lady kept feeding us all the different weird beers in Netherlands.
It's when you made fun of me for saying Bierp.
Was that Netherlands? Yeah, that was. That was in
Breda. Breda.
Yeah, she was the devil.
Speaking of making fun of you for saying words, the rumor around the office is there's a new word you can't say that we're all very excited
I'm sure
about.
There's tons of them.
Do you know what it is?
Was it gumball?
Oh, he said it.
Yeah, he said it right. How much? You went home and practiced, huh? What was it you were saying before? Goomball?
I don't know.
Goomball.
How do you say it? Sorry, gumball is not a word I use in everyday speaking.
But you say gum. You gotta say gum.
Gum. That's not the part I was getting wrong, was it?
You said goomball.
I said goomball.
It was in the last episode of Red vs. Blue. Simmons has a line where he calls church Gumball McJones, which we've tried to come up with every possible insult/euphemism for church being round that we could. And we got all the way down to Gumball McJones, and Gus couldn't pronounce it. He said Goomball.
I think on HBO, on halo.bungie.org, Louis Wu said Gumball McJones is his favorite.
Nice.
His favorite name for the Spark of all time now.
Oh, yeah?
Really? Good.
Let's make a shirt.
We'll make a shirt for one person.
Yeah, but if you're going to pick one person to make a shirt for, it's got to be him.
That's your guy. They just celebrated their 11th
anniversary.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So they started obviously that means they started in 99. That must have been right when, like, the original Halo trailer was unveiled, right? It was right around that time. Or that was maybe 98?
No, I would assume so. The Bungie, or the Macworld Halo trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where Halo was still an MMO.
I'm going to say that was 99, right?
I think that was.
I think it was 99.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it switched. Nico told me a really interesting story at Can West, the fan event I went to this last weekend up in Vancouver. He told me about a guy who ran a marathon map site that was a very, very popular site. The way he was saying it was like on par with Bungie.org, Halo.Bungie.org. Big fan site for Bungie and Marathon. And that the day they announced they were moving Halo from the Mac to Microsoft, to the Xbox, they closed down the site. Like instantaneously. Big, huge fan site. And
really?
Never returned. That's a dude who's got a chip on his shoulder, man.
Yeah, no
that
kidding.
would do that. Because, I'm sure he didn't have any wind of the announcement coming, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, they made an announcement? Okay, turn off. Now I'm going to go do something else. I'm going to start watching Seinfeld reruns. What would you do in 1999?
Seinfeld reruns.
God, what would you do in 99?
Maybe did a great job, like, getting rid of the Y2K bug or something like that.
Catch up on Mad About You, I guess.
Campaign for Gore. That kind of thing.
Hey, did you guys see that Al Gore and Tipper Gore are getting divorced?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they just announced it yesterday afternoon.
That means she gets half of the internet.
Yeah.
That was actually pretty funny.
That was a good job.
I can't take credit for that.
Oh, who said that?
It was an infographic I saw. Had Tipper on one side, Al on the other, and it's the internet in a circle split.
Jack, in the future, just lie. Just
yeah.
I made up that joke.
You were doing okay for a second there.
So why would they get divorced?
Said they had grown apart over the years, and after a lot of thought and careful consideration, they decided it was better for both of them if they amicably split and moved on to focus on their own.
He's just running with that Nobel crowd now, and she can't keep up anymore.
Dude, Al Gore's gonna get some ass. Seriously.
No. Really?
Yeah. Got an Academy Award, was vice president, Nobel Prize. Come on. Everybody loves that dude.
I guess he's probably one of the most famous men in America.
On SNL every other week.
Not lately.
He was on this
But
season.
he's political, so half the country hates him.
That's true.
Yeah.
A little more than half, because he was not president.
Why would it be a little more than
That's a bummer.
I'm trying to work that out.
A little more than half hates him.
I see what you're
why he wasn't
saying,
elected.
because that's why he wasn't elected.
Right.
Actually, that's not true.
Yeah, it'd be about,
Absolutely not true.
about 30%.
Just under half.
A little more than half of the representatives to the Electoral College will not sleep with him. But they might even like him, because they might have liked him, but they couldn't vote for him because they were doing their constitutional duty and voting for him. What did that end up like? He had like 50.1% of the vote?
It was razor thin there.
Does that irk you guys? Like that essentially somebody won the popular vote, but that didn't win the presidency?
No.
That doesn't really bother me either.
No. I like the system we have in place. It's every once in a great while something like that can happen, but you gotta take the good with the bad.
Yeah, I mean, you can't set up the system, then when something like that happens, bitch about it.
Yeah, you really can't.
So, I mean, it's a system we have.
Au contraire. You can bitch about it nonstop. But it does, we're in Texas, so Texas is kind of a weird thing because we have a lot of big cities in Texas. We have 3 of the top 10 cities in the nation here in Texas.
4 of the top 20.
Largest, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, as opposed to biggest?
Yeah.
Okay, largest. We have 3 of the top 10 largest cities in the U.S. by population. And we're still like kind of one of those, I guess, considered kind of a rural state. I mean, the way people consider Texas.
Absolutely.
But we still have a lot of big cities, so we have big city issues and things like that. So we kind of straddle that, But, it kind of makes sense to me that the people who live in the middle of America have a really different experience than the people who live in, say, like L.A. and New York. Unfortunately, people in L.A. and New York are pretty centric unto themselves and think that their experience is the total American experience. But at the same time, more people do live there. So it does make sense to me.
Yeah.
Now,
Agreed.
and ironically, those states that have the more electoral votes, those are most of the states that voted for Gore, like California, right? And New York?
Yeah.
I know California did. I don't know where New York went.
New York did. Not so much Texas.
No, not Texas.
Yeah.
I have to say, I can't help but wonder, and I hate to politicize something like this, I can't help but wonder what the response to this oil spill would be if it was off the coast of North Carolina and the Atlantic coast, or along the Pacific coast and not along the Gulf Coast.
I think I know where you're going with that.
Right?
Yeah.
It does seem like it's not quite as
big of a deal because it's in the Gulf.
It would be the end of the world if it was off of Manhattan, right?
Yeah.
That would be it. It would be over. Like, we'd have all electric cars the day after tomorrow.
Or the Pacific Northwest, I would say, too.
Yeah. The big major disasters have been Alaska and now Mississippi's coastline, or Louisiana's coastline.
Yeah, it's just now hitting Mississippi and...
It's getting to Florida now, too, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like 9 miles off the shore.
We've got a good track record lately of letting the Gulf Coast burn in flames between Katrina and this.
Yeah, really.
They've had a bad run. I grew up in the Gulf Coast. I guess we all did here, essentially. Because you grew up in Houston.
I grew up in Houston, yeah.
Yeah, I grew up in Mobile.
God, it's weird to think of Houston as a coastal city, but it really is.
Yeah.
Did you see the thing, it was on Rachel Maddow, where there was a accident almost identical to this that happened like 30 years ago, and she was comparing what they did then to what they do now, what they're doing now, and it's literally identical. It's like, okay, we're going to try this thing where we shoot junk into it to try to stop it. It's like, oh, we're doing this as well. Okay, we're going to put a barrel on top of it and try to cap it. It's like, oh, they did that then too. It's back and forth, and ultimately the solution was they had to have reserve wells, which just take like 3 or 4 months to get up and running. And that's what they finally stopped it with. But this was 200 feet of water as opposed to 5,000 feet of water.
200 feet of water?
Yeah, and even then it took months and months to get it to stop.
200
It seems
feet.
like nothing. Just send some dudes down there fucking swimming.
I can solve that problem.
Well, this was the...
Send some dudes down with like gallon jugs to collect it.
I want to say this was like 71. I forget exactly, but yeah. It was interesting that it was like just, literally like, shot for shot, like, okay, this is what they did then, this is what they're doing now.
It's fun.
It's the same.
It's fun when this kind of stuff happens because you start to get like all kinds of alternative theories and conspiracy theories. I read an article the other day from a dude that said that this happens fairly regularly in the Middle East, and they just don't publicize it, and they're very good at cleaning it up. I don't know
So
if
why
that's
don't we
true or
hire
not.
some of those people?
Exactly,
to
right?
come
I
over
know.
and clean it.
I don't know. We got Kevin Costner, right? Isn't he supposed to be taking care of it?
You would think so.
But Kevin Bacon, actually.
You know who it seems like could solve that problem? Like, who do you think in America, one dude, if you had to pick him, could solve that problem?
Aquaman.
Kevin Costner.
You think Kevin Costner could solve the problem?
They could solve the problem?
James Cameron.
That's exactly who I was thinking of.
He's actually going and working with him now.
I'm not kidding.
I was
It's
going to
like-
say Sean Penn.
I was going to say James Cameron could solve this problem. It's underwater, it's a mile deep, and it takes creative thinking. It'd be awesome.
And a huge budget.
What do you send Leonardo DiCaprio down there and figure it out?
So you think like between the Abyss and Titanic filming that he's all set?
Yeah, pretty much.
He's got that shit down.
Well, he did that IMAX stuff between Titanic and Avatar.
Yeah, Ghost of the Abyss.
Well, I hear Al Gore has some free time on his hands now.
Yeah?
No, he
down
doesn't
there.
have free time.
That's true.
Because he's divorced. How old is Al Gore?
I don't
He's
know.
62.
Really?
62.
Yep.
Wow.
You think he's still in the mix at
Oh,
62?
he's got to be, right?
You think he is?
Yeah,
He's
sure.
super famous.
No, I'm saying like as like at 62, is he on the prowl?
He's got to be, dude.
He's super famous.
Your dick doesn't stop working when you turn 62. Come on.
Jack, understand the question I'm asking here.
And I'm answering it with he is super
You know who
famous.
else is super famous?
Hugh
Don
Hefner.
Rickles is super famous.
Yeah.
But he gets laid more than me.
Liza Minnelli's super famous. I bet she's not getting banged every day.
So the other day I was fucking Betty White. She's had a huge resurgence, hasn't she?
Yeah, she's doing well.
Man, good for her.
You
How
know-
awesome would it be to be an old person and be like loved by, Facebook
Yeah.
at however old she is.
She's 89.
88 and a half.
Or 88 and a half, yeah.
So has anyone seen MacGruber in the theater?
I want
Obviously
to.
not.
I want to.
It's a shame. I thought it looked good. I don't know.
Didn't you see it already, Jack?
No, I haven't seen it yet. I saw Get Him to the Greek already.
Matt said something about that movie. He said that movie seemed to have the same problem that Hot Tub Time Machine did, is that they marketed the hell out of it too soon. So that by the time the movie came out, you weren't even sure if it had been out.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good call.
And you were kind of tired of seeing stuff about it.
Hot Tub Time Machine's actually made money though.
Matt also said, though, with as dismally as MacGruber did in domestic theater, what is it up to? Do you know?
MacGruber is currently at $7.6 million.
As bad as they did, they made money on day one because they made enough off of foreign distribution rights to cover the production.
You know that movie only cost $10 million to make?
Yeah, so they were fine out of the gate.
Val Kilmer's in there. Ryan Phillippe.
Philippi.
That's the one Hollywood budget that I've seen like in the last 5 or 6 years that actually does make sense to me. That movie should cost $10 million to make.
Yeah, absolutely.
But see if Grown Ups, that Adam Sandler, Kevin James movie, Gus, look that up. See if you can find the budget on that.
I bet that movie had a $75 million
Yeah,
budget.
I was going to say right around 70.
You're probably right. Like even The Hangover, which was like this cult hit, that was like a $40, $50 million movie or something
really?
like that.
Why?
Like, great question. Why? Mike Tyson fees?
No,
I don't
come
know.
on.
Who
I
knows?
can imagine shooting in Vegas has got to be expensive.
Grown Ups does not have a budget.
What about look up Hangover? See if it has the production budget on there.
Yeah, it's probably expensive to shoot in Vegas, but Mike Tyson, I just read an article about how broke he is and he'll do anything for money right now. I'm sure he wasn't
I
expensive.
was
to
kidding.
get.
I don't think Mike Tyson's
Yeah.
he's not a movie star. He's
No.
a boxer. That's where he makes his money.
Hangover's budget was $35 million.
$35 million.
That's a lot. That's what is that?
Yeah,
What is that?
where did that money go?
I guess I went to Ed Helms.
Tiger rental.
What's that baby?
It made a lot of people's career though. Like that Chinese guy that's in it that's on Community.
Dr.
now.
Ken.
Guy's funny as hell.
He's been in a lot of Judd Apatow stuff, and he was actually a stand-up comedian for a while named Dr. Ken. And
I fucking hate that guy.
oh, really?
He drives me crazy.
I'm on the fence about him.
Anytime
I didn't like him in Role Models.
He had a great bit in the last episode of Community, the finale.
Yeah, I didn't like him in Role Models either.
Yeah.
Jeff, worldwide, I'm looking at it right here. What do you think the Hangover finished at? But this is before home video. What do you think it finished at?
And it made what, 272
Yeah.
in the theaters or something in domestic?
That's good. You got a good memory. Yeah, 277.
I'm gonna guess.
He reached the trades.
I'm gonna guess worldwide that movie made about $600 million.
You are wrong, and you made my point less valid.
It didn't.
It made $467 million. It made almost $500 million.
Wow.
That's a crazy amount of money.
Wow.
Wow.
That is a crazy amount of money.
Would you make another movie if you made a movie for $35 million and then it makes $500 million?
Well, they are, aren't they?
Well, I mean, just in general, I'd be like, we made $500 million.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a rumor?
Well,
of
that's the problem. We didn't make $500 million. The studio made $500 million.
Who knows how that works?
We made $3 or $4 million.
Yeah, isn't the sequel going to be Ed Helms getting married to what's her name, Heather Graham?
Oh,
I think that was the plot of it.
Would you imagine that the sequel to The Hangover would do anywhere near what Hangover did?
Yes.
I
Really?
bet it would.
I bet the sequel
bet
to
it
The
does.
Hangover beats The Hangover.
I bet so
people
also.
love that. I mean, granted, don't get me wrong. I did not like the film. I didn't think it was funny at all. There were no jokes in the movie. I didn't enjoy it. I was confused by why people
Okay, we
liked
get
it.
the point.
We've talked about this to death, but I recognize that everybody else that saw that movie loved it, and people saw it 2 and 3 times, and every single person that saw the first one would probably see the second one. I would imagine.
Yeah, I feel like it's the kind of movie that grew. Like, had a lot of good word of mouth, and I'm sure it'll earn tons of money.
That's cool when that happens. The coolest movie I ever saw do that was Something About Mary, when it opened at number 8 and climbed to number 1 over like 6 weeks.
Yeah, that's a good call. That was a good movie.
That's rare when a movie climbs to number 1.
Yeah, that was nuts.
But MacGruber's doing so poorly that Date Night in its 8th week, which is Tina Fey and Steve Carell, is making more than MacGruber is now, and MacGruber's in its 2nd week.
Speaking of that, and speaking of marketing, I saw almost no marketing for that movie Date Night. It was not on my radar at all.
right.
And I didn't hear anybody talk about it. I didn't see any reviews for it. I didn't see it talked about on the internet. No banner ads, nothing. Movie very quietly is up to like $95 million.
How do you know all this?
I check this stuff out every couple days.
Actually, I saw a lot of day night ads on like Daily Show and
Did
Comedy
you?
Central.
How much did Date Night made?
It's made $94 million.
You got
See?
it right.
And
You're
it cost
cracking it.
$55 to make.
Yeah.
Why did that movie cost $55 million? I guess
Steve Carell's a huge fucking star now.
Is he?
Yeah.
How much do you think he makes? Think he makes like $20 million?
Probably.
I could see that.
I bet he makes $10 million for that movie.
Mark Wahlberg's in there too.
And I bet Tina Fey gets about $5 million.
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah. Marky Mark, he's got to pay for those. What was it the underwear he used to wear?
Calvin Klein.
Calvin Klein's.
What do you think? What was the last big Mark Wahlberg movie?
The
Departed?
Yeah.
I
good
wouldn't
one?
consider that a
No,
Mark
he was in
Wahlberg
that
movie.
M. Night Shyamalan, The Trees Hate Us
The
movie.
Happening.
God, that was
Yeah.
so bad.
I said good though.
Oh, okay. You said last big. You said last
Uh-oh.
big. I don't know what you meant
The
by
last
that.
largest.
Yeah,
Well, I wouldn't consider the happening,
large.
happening to be a big movie either. Would it be that Perfect Storm movie? Or is there?
No,
has he been in a-
Departed was.
Departed
after.
was big.
Yeah.
You see, but he's barely in it. Yeah, I wouldn't.
But
consider
he's
him.
amazing.
He's fantastic in it. It's the role of his career, probably.
He probably
But
should have gotten an Oscar. For
He probably should have.
Him
Or
and
Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, him and Alec Baldwin need to have a show
They
together.
they were a great pairing in that fucking movie.
It's a part made for him, though.
Yeah,
Smart talking cop in Boston.
yeah.
So that'll be your mother for me.
What's his line in that? He says, how's your mother? She's tired from fucking my father. How's yours? That must be, you think that's what Andy Samberg grabbed onto?
It must
to-
have been.
to-
Yeah, some of
Say
it.
hello to your mother. Now I'm going to talk to a goat. Hey, goat. That's such a bizarre thing to do for a sketch, and people immediately latched onto it and loved it.
And it's so funny too because you're like, we need a new somebody who does an impression, and Andy Samberg's like, he's like, I could do Mark Wahlberg, and they're like, oh, say a funny Mark Wahlberg line. Let's invent one.
That was like a late sketch too, right?
Well, we should also probably fill people in if they haven't seen it. There's a sketch that Andy Samberg did on Saturday Night Live called Mark Wahlberg Talks to Animals. And it's him
That alone's great.
just doing an impression of Mark Wahlberg talking to various barnyard animals.
It was
bizarrely
unbelievably-
funny.
Yeah, inexplicably funny.
And then the next week they had Mark Wahlberg on the show confront him about it.
And destroyed the
Yeah,
game.
and then Mark Wahlberg.
completely
Yeah.
ruined it.
God
Yeah.
damn.
He had a movie coming out, so he got on there and they had this horrible. It almost felt like one of those banter, pre-scripted banter that you see at an awards ceremony.
Yeah,
When they take the mic.
Yeah, it was that level of bad.
Yeah, that
For
was
sure.
not good. That was not good. Hey, why is Andy Samberg in 20 billion movies? Why isn't he the highest paid?
Because of Hot Rod.
Because Bill
Hot Rods.
Hader stole all his gigs. There's
Yeah.
only room for one SNL guy in every film that's made.
Yeah, what is with Bill Hader, right?
I have no idea. That dude made a deal with the devil or something. Because he just seemed he gets 5 minutes in every comedy that comes out.
I saw him in Night at the Museum too. Wow, that was a hard movie to watch, man.
was it?
It looked bad.
It's a kid's movie. My kid loved it, so that's why I'm there for it.
It's a
but-
shame too because I actually kind of liked the first one, but
Yep.
the second one looked really rough.
How much was Jonah Hill in the second one?
No, not much at all.
Okay, he was in that trailer where he grabbed the flashlight from whatever.
That's pretty much the scene.
Okay,
Yeah, with Ben Stiller. Yeah, that's pretty much the scene.
All right.
that he's in.
Was that the funniest scene in the movie?
I can't remember much. I just saw Prince of Persia at this fan event too, and I can't tell you anything about that movie.
Was Amy Adams cute in it, at least?
In-
She was Amelia Earhart, I think.
You know, I really like Amy Adams a lot. I liked her in the first few movies she was in, and then she just kind of fell off for me. Like, I don't see her in very much stuff anymore that she really stands out in.
Yeah, I can only think of 2 movies that I saw her in where she stood out. It was Sunshine Cleaning and Enchanted.
Yeah, Enchanted was good.
No, she was in that movie that kind of broke her out, where it was The Mercats? What was that movie she was in? It was an independent film. And man, she was frigging amazing in that. Somebody look that up. Amy Adams. I'll know if I hear the name of it.
Was she in Julia and Julia, or was that somebody else?
No,
that was her.
She was
That
in
was her.
Julie and Julia.
Yeah, but she's good in Enchanted too. That's a good story. Enchanted.
Yeah.
And, you know, what do you think about Disney's got Sorcerer's Apprentice coming out? I saw a trailer for that.
It looks interesting.
Like a new Sorcerer's Apprentice?
It's a live action with Nicolas Cage as a sorcerer and the kid from Tropic Thunder as his apprentice.
You haven't seen
Jay Bushnell?
You haven't
or-
seen this commercial? It's really weird.
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen this.
I had no idea what I was looking at. when I
Good or
first saw it.
bad? Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
It could
I
be
think bad.
I don't know. It could be like Nick Cage crazy fun.
Yeah,
you know?
as soon as you said like Nick Cage plays the sorcerer, it makes me think like
He's Yin Sid.
that's a Nick Cage vehicle that he would do well at. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's that Jay Burchell guy who never really
Jay Bushnell.
Bushnell.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's Pumpkin was the movie I was talking about. She's great in that. She was awesome in Catch Me If You Can. She was
That's right.
was she the bank teller or the nurse?
She was the nurse with the braces.
Fuck,
Yeah.
I forgot. Wow, that was her, huh?
So good. It was probably all genuine reaction because she's doing a love scene with Leonardo DiCaprio.
DiCaprio.
And who wouldn't go crazy for that?
Wow.
Jesus.
That was a good movie.
Catch Me If You
Catch
Can.
Me If You Can.
Yeah. It's easy to watch the whole thing. You
Well-
know, like you sit down and it's like, all right, it's great.
Yeah.
I can't remember that movie came out 8 years ago.
Speaking of which, where the hell's Tom Hanks? I haven't seen a Tom Hanks movie in like 4 years, I feel like,
He
since
did-
Catch Me If You Can.
No, he did the Dan Brown movies.
Never seen any of those. No
he's-
interest in those.
He's waiting for the first episode of the new Conan show.
He did that next.
Yeah.
He did that airport movie where he was stuck in the airport
The Terminal.
That was also quite a few years ago.
a couple years ago. Yeah, but he was in that the second Dan Brown movie, Angels and Demons, last year, and that was actually okay. I liked it.
It's weird. How does a guy go from being literally in every movie, it seems like, to then you don't see him for a few years and he's just do it? Do they just stop? Like Will Smith's a great example.
You got to take a break, right? And maintain your sanity.
Do you? I mean, they're actors in movies and it's difficult work, we know, but it's like 4 months out of the year. When we were at the Alamo event, Robert Downey Jr. said he worked on Iron Man 2 for 72 days. That's how long he worked on that movie.
Those are long days, though.
They are long days.
They're
I'll
like
give you that.
16, 18-hour days.
But they are 72 long days. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? There's a lot of other days you can make just as long doing nothing.
But
the
then,
rest of the year.
again, he rolled off of Iron Man 2 and immediately went to Sherlock Holmes
Yeah.
2.
Is that the way that worked?
Yeah, I read about it. It was on Stern. He was talking about how difficult it was for him to like change body weight between the two movies. He barely made it.
Robert Downey Jr. and I have something in common now. I feel you, brother.
You know, Tom Hanks, he was doing The Pacific, right? The
Right.
the HBO miniseries. That's
Oh,
what
is he in it?
No, I think he like produced it or
Has
directed
has
it.
anybody seen that?
No, not of HBO.
I've heard some kind of negative things about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's too bad. Band of Brothers was really good.
He was the executive
Yeah.
producer on it.
He was,
know
also,
what?
he was also the narrator.
What is the negative thing you heard about it? He's got a great voice.
Just that
man.
it was not nearly as good as Band of Brothers.
That's a high bar.
Yeah.
Band of Brothers. I made a journal entry recently, like what my favorite TV series of all time were. I didn't even count something like Band of Brothers because I thought that doesn't even count because it's a miniseries. That's like a super movie, is
Yeah.
what it is.
It is a super movie.
I cried in every episode of Band of Brothers. That thing was awesome.
Dude, when they do those testimonials from those veterans, you want to
Come on.
tear your heart out,
Come
dude.
on, you made me cry right now. Made me started.
Oh, he's in Toy Story 3. That's what he's doing. It's coming out
Oh,
this
there you
summer.
go. That's a good call.
Yeah, I'm reading the IMDb.
Yeah.
page.
Once again, though, you know
I'm
how
sure
long
that takes like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, no, it doesn't take long.
but it still is going to be huge.
Like Kathleen was telling us when we were in LA a long time ago, she was working on Curious George, and they had done a rewrite, I remember, and Will Ferrell had to come in and re-record all of his lines for the movie. And we were talking to her about it. I don't know if you remember this. And
Yeah,
I
I do.
asked her how long it takes to record the audio for a 2-hour or a 90-minute animated piece. And she said Will Ferrell recorded for 2 days, I think.
Yeah.
2 to 3 days, and that was it. And he was done with the movie.
That's exactly why I said 2 to 3 days
Yeah.
for Toy Story 3.
And then it's like $200 million, 2 to 3 days.
Yeah, I wonder, do they get like normal salaries for doing that?
I don't know.
We know Eddie Murphy made so much money because Shrek did well.
Yeah.
And he gets it just for playing that donkey.
He's got a piece of Shrek though too, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
For doing Shrek, he owned, I think the estimates were he owned somewhere between 20 and 30% of the movie.
Man, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah. It goes back to when they first started, but then Shrek became a juggernaut franchise.
You know, Shrek 4 is not doing very well though.
Well, comparatively.
But
it's still making a ton of money.
It's made out about 140, I'm going to guess $144 million so far.
I think if you make an animated kids thing,
150.
it's going to make a ton of money no matter.
I was close.
What did it say how much it cost to make?
165.
Wow.
Well, there you go, it's set.
165 to make an animated movie?
How much is it made worldwide? I bet it's made more international than in the U.S.
No, not nearly the same.
really?
Worldwide, about 208.
Remember when Waterworld cost $200 million and everyone said, "Oh my God, this is terrible. Why would a movie ever cost that amount of money?" Now it seems like every summer blockbuster is 300, 400, 500 million.
Remember when Terminator 2 cost $80 million and everybody said that a movie can't make $80 million?
Hey guys, remember when Avatar was going to be the biggest bomb of all time because it cost $500 million? Nobody talks about the budget of Avatar anymore.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't think anyone can figure out what the real budget is. It's like so tied into, personal expenses and who knows, like, what do you count? Like, how much research went into it and developing technology?
So it took them a decade to get
because
the
it doesn't
technology,
matter. Because it's like it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, it doesn't matter because it made money.
Right.
If it bombed, it would have mattered a whole lot more.
God, that movie has almost made $2 billion on the foreign market alone.
Dude, if
the
you're
foreign market alone.
What movie?
Avatar.
It made how much?
It's made almost $2 billion overseas.
So what's it made worldwide? It's like
Almost 3 now.
Yeah, domestically it's made $750 million. So worldwide it's at $2.7 billion.
God damn, dude.
That is crazy.
That's pretty crazy.
If you're James Cameron, can you make another movie after that? I mean, I know everybody said that after Titanic. Like, what could you possibly do after Titanic? After a movie makes $600 million?
You can make a documentary about the oil spill in the Gulf.
Yeah, I guess. God damn. Or maybe his move is to wait 10 years between films, so ticket prices are so high it's that much easier.
Yes. Apparently, Avatar is still in 84 theaters. It made $144,000 this past weekend.
Good lord, it's not going to end up in the theaters nearly as long as Titanic.
No.
If I'm James Cameron, fuck y'all. That's basically it. It's over. I'm not making any more goddamn movies. I just do whatever. Make my own movies, show them to myself. You
make your own fucking studio.
Yeah.
Crazy thing about James Cameron, that dude was a fucking truck driver, and when he was 30 years old, decided he wanted to make movies, so he fucking rented some books from the library and decided to be a director.
Yeah, he would photocopy books about filmmaking, and that's how he'd do it.
He worked for Corman, right?
So how did he get his gig doing? Was Terminator his first movie?
No, his first movie
Piranha
was Piranha 2.
Oh, right.
He worked with Roger Corman on some of those, Corman would put out 20 movies a year, and he worked on a few of those and eventually made it up to assistant director of photography or something like that. I don't know what it was, but then he was given Piranha 2 to work on and made that, and then what was after that? Terminator?
I feel like was Terminator right at? I don't think so. I feel like there was something else in there. I also feel like I owe it to James Cameron to see Piranha 2. What if that movie's awesome?
Have they shown that at the Draft House?
I don't know.
There's a new Piranha movie coming out.
Piranha 3D, right?
Yeah, Piranha 3D.
They filmed Piranha in San Marcos.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
I have a friend who was the lead actress in Piranha.
Oh, really?
She played the little girl, Susie Grogan.
Did you go to school with her or something?
Yeah, I went to school with her, yeah. She was much older than me.
Yeah. Piranha Part 2 preceded the Terminator.
However, according to IMDb, he directed Xenogenesis before Piranha 2.
What is that?
And
that word he can pronounce.
There's Xenogenesis, Piranha 2, and then the Terminator.
But Xenogenesis has 2 directors listed for what it's worth. So...
And no one's ever heard of Randall Frakes, though.
Click on Randall Frakes. See what Randall Frakes has been doing these days.
He's still He's still writing.
Oh, wow, look at that. Yeah, he's writing.
He wrote Bad Karma and is writing Groupie and Empires of the Deep.
He was a producer on Hell Comes to Frogtown.
Okay.
I'm going to Frogtown, and hell's coming with me. See, you know what came out? Jeff, that you and I should want to see? And
What's
once
that?
again, we don't even know it's out in theaters, and they're not marketing it, and I haven't seen it. New George Romero Dead movie.
Survival of the Dead, right?
It's out.
Is it really?
It's out in theaters. I saw it listed at a movie theater up north.
What the fuck?
What the fuck, man? Why don't they market George Romero zombie movies?
That's really depressing.
Are you supposed to just find out by luck
It
that
might
these
be
things are out?
that wasn't the last one like super bizarre and like all shot Blair Witch style.
Yeah, Survival of the Dead, I think.
You shut your mouth. That's
just-
George
I'm-
Romero you're talking
I'm just
about.
saying.
What was it called? What's this one? Library of the Dead?
Survival
of the Dead?
Survival of the
The
Dead.
Dead on Vacation.
Cemetery of the Dead.
Blockbuster of the Dead.
So they moved on to like random stuff from like Time of Day of the Dead to
There's an Island of the Dead, I think, right?
Yeah, that's what this one is about. I think it's about an island.
Oh, okay.
And it's people who are surviving the apocalypse by being very stringent as to what they do. But island's a cool kind of environment because you have zombies walking out of the water and stuff.
George Romero must be a bitter fucking dude.
I would be bitter if I was George Romero.
I would too.
I really would be.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Because people just kind of like when making up. If I said to you, make up a monster that really nobody's seen before, and give it its own set of rules, and have it make sense to where people understand it right away. That is not an easy thing. Like a lot of the major stuff has been taken, and granted there were ghouls and what are they, whites? Is that what they are in Dungeons and Dragons?
Uh-huh.
And there were things like that. There was some voodoo zombie stuff, but he really came up with a specific thing with the brain stuff and getting shot in the head and the whole idea of the zombie apocalypse. That is his thing.
Yep.
And everybody just makes those movies now.
And they make tons of money off of it.
Yeah, it's like if we all just made light-sworded, Star Warriors, movies, just because Star Wars was popular.
I would love to see, and this would be pretty hard to do, but maybe somebody that listens to the podcast is bored enough to try it, how much money every other zombie movie has grossed altogether. Every non-George Romero zombie movie.
And they all credit him. They all say,
Yeah.
and of course George Romero, who basically invented this thing that we're all doing. Even Max Brooks is doing that. I guarantee that World War Z, they make that into a movie, that will make more money than all the other zombie movies combined.
That's a $200 million movie right there.
Budget?
No. Well, maybe. I don't know. But it'll make $200 million.
It'll make $500 million.
You think so?
I don't know if it'll be that.
If they make the movie that's in that book, that's a $500 million.
I don't think they
You're
can
right
make,
about that.
They can't make the movie that's in that book.
No, they can't.
But you can make a portion of it.
It
I'll tell you what, too. It's probably a trilogy. If the first movie does well, you end up with a trilogy.
It needs to be an HBO miniseries. It needs to be an HBO miniseries. That would be the perfect way to do that.
To make that movie right, you would need to build another planet.
So you're saying
And then
George
shoot on that planet.
You're saying James Cameron is attached.
Yeah, man, if James Cameron would do... Imagine if James Cameron said, I'm doing a horror movie next.
God, that would be
That'd
great.
be fantastic.
Pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
What do you guys do next? Like, what could he possibly do next?
He's making Avatar 2, I think.
Oh, is he really?
He should do a cop buddy comedy.
He should make IMAX movies, documentaries about whatever it's called, Pandora. Just that.
Like, take it seriously, like his, like
A National Geographic
his Titanic
IMAX special
stuff.
about Pandora.
Yeah.
Oh, he did that?
No, I was trying to.
Oh, yeah.
That-
That's exactly what I'm
Do you
thinking.
like that, like the BBC Life? Have like Richard Attenborough do the voiceover for it?
It's perfect. There you go.
I would pay to watch it.
It's our idea. It's our idea.
Dibs.
All right, we should probably wrap this up.
We should do it and credit him in the credits thing. And, of course, thanks to James Cameron for creating this world that we all stomp around in.
Is there anything else you want to plug before we
I
head
feel
out?
like I was barely here.
We didn't talk about the giant sinkhole.
Oh yeah,
End of the world.
the crater,
Giant sinkhole in Central America.
Brazil, right?
No one was killed. I think it was Honduras, wasn't it, or Guatemala?
I don't know.
It was Honduras.
In addition to the sinkhole, there was also 2 volcanoes that erupted in South America.
There's
Really?
also one
Ecuador and Guatemala.
There's one underwater in the Pacific by Saipan.
Really?
Yeah, an underwater volcano has started bubbling and causing rumbling like it's going to erupt.
Dude, this world is going to end. This sucks.
Well, with all these volcanoes just randomly going off, it does seem like, and I'm sure someone will tell me in the comments of this that this happens all the time and we don't pay attention to it. But it just does seem like there's more volcanoes. Am I crazy?
It seems like there's a lot of volcanic action this year.
It does.
For sure.
And we do have a major volcano in the middle of the U.S.
Nobody talks about that, but we do.
We have a huge super volcano.
It's
Do we
like
really?
it's the biggest volcano in the world, isn't it?
I think it's one of the 4 biggest. Like, there's 4 were classified as super volcanoes.
Wait,
I don't
what
know.
are you talking about?
Look up super volcano on Wikipedia.
Super
Back up my facts here. So I don't have to do all these retractions next time we have a podcast. But Yosemite National Park is a massive, massive volcano that if it erupted, it would basically just split the U.S. in half.
So what you're saying is
Which half would we be on?
we might die.
We'd be on the lava half. We're in the Gulf Coast, so nothing would matter.
If Roland Emmerich listens to this podcast, I bet in 6 months that movie will be out.
No, in 2012, the volcano erupts.
Oh, I guess that's right.
That's where Woody
Yeah,
Harrelson
you're right.
is.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
That's a good call.
So where are the super volcanoes, Jack?
Let's see.
There's 6 known supervolcanoes: Yellowstone, Long Valley, Valles Caldera, Lake Toba, North Sumatra, Taupo volcano, and Ira caldera.
Long Valley.
So Japan, New Zealand, Indonesia, United States.
Those sound like they're all spread out.
Where's Long Valley?
There's 3 in the U.S.
In my pants.
Where are the 3?
It's
Eastern California.
Yeah, the Yellowstone, Long Valley, and Valles Caldera are all in the U.S.
You know what? If I'm just looking at this from a top-level view, if all those super volcanoes have been placed in all those different parts of the globe, it seems like some kind of plan in place to, like, an eject button for the Earth, right? It's like, in case shit doesn't work out, we can fall back and like ignite all the super volcanoes and just start. It's like the Halo rings. We'll just start shit all over again.
Do you think if every one of those volcanoes erupted, like all 6 erupted at once, if anything on the Earth would live?
I think if one erupted, we might have trouble.
You should read The Road. You should read that book, The Road, the Cormac McCarthy book. You should definitely read it.
Man, it seems so depressing.
They don't say what the event is that kind of caused the apocalypse, but it's just like if the sun was cut off from ash and all that, what would happen to the Earth? It's just nothing would grow. You couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
You would just have the consumables that were available to you, and over time those would just go away. And you're not going to outlive it. You know, it's 10,000 years, or how long does that stuff stay in there's like a nuclear winter or a volcanic, like a killer meteor kind of a thing. How long would that stay?
It's years. I mean, when the Krakatoa volcano erupted in Indonesia, back in the 1800s, I think, that was not nearly as big, and that, affected the Earth for like 3 or 4 years.
I watched a story on Discovery back when I had cable. There was a supervolcano that blew up like 80 million years ago. It's what ended the age before dinosaurs, the dinosaur age, and it killed 98% of all life on Earth, they said.
That's insane.
Yeah, and it obscured the sun for like 5 years or something.
I gotta think people would all go. You know what I mean? What they're talking about is like microbes and...
right? Yeah.
People who work in the
algae and shit.
People who work in the permitting office.
Oh, wait, here you go. I guess with the last time that an eruption occurred at Lake Toba, which was 75,000 years ago, it caused a millennial ice age that lasted for about 1,000 years and killed 60 to 75% of the human population at the time.
Yay.
But we would still have a bike rack. I'm sitting here really sad thinking about we could all be wiped out tomorrow and that bike rack would still be there. I gotta tear that bike rack out as soon as we possibly can. All right, that's not fair.
Let's get out of here so we can go tear out that bike rack.
All right, let's do it.
All right, thanks for listening.
Bye.
I had a really nice time, guys.